Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks again for taking time out of your day to watch the video. I really do appreciate it. We have more PlayStation news, rumors, and leaks to go over and cover. So before we dive into it, do me a big favor and hit that like button to help the video out and show it your support. And if you are new here to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well. The first topic we're talking about is a very interesting one because it's pretty unexpected. We have what seems to be a leak for a potential PlayStation 5 exclusive. I have to say potential because we don't know if it's actually going to be exclusive to the PS5. I think it's safe to say it won't be going to PlayStation 4, but it could be a multi-platform thing in general. We're talking about a new Matrix game, or what they're calling a Matrix experience of some sort. This has been making the rounds, and I'm a big Matrix fan. I'm looking forward to the new movie, and I have to say I was not expecting to be getting something like this. We have from the Gaming Leaks and Rumors subreddit, The Matrix Awakens, an Unreal Engine 5 experience. And the poster says, looks like we're getting an Unreal Engine Matrix movie tie-in based on information published on PSN backend. No details, only that it exists for PS5. So that's why I said that it could potentially be a PlayStation 5 exclusive, because as of right now, this is all the information we have. As of the time of this recording, nothing else has come out about this, and so it has, led to a lot of speculation, people kind of wondering, what could this be? There are a lot of people hoping that this is a full-blown AAA game. Honestly, for as much as I would love to get something like that, I don't think that's what this is. If you look at the title here, an Unreal Engine 5 experience, to me it seems very clear that it's something short and it's meant to kind of showcase the technology that Unreal Engine 5 offers. That's what I'm expecting this to be. I would love to be wrong about that. I would love for this to be something much more than that, because we did get Matrix games in the past. I know that there was Enter the Matrix, there was the Matrix Online game, but the one that I think a lot of people are thinking of, and the one I think of, is the Matrix Path of Neo. That was an amazing game. I played it on PlayStation 2. I think a lot of people would love to see that title remade, or just see something like that made today for the PlayStation 5. And it's understandable why when, people see this, they kind of jump to that conclusion, like, oh, well, that's clearly what this is going to be. It's hard to say. Some people are thinking this might have something to do with VR, which would make a lot of sense. I will say that as of right now, Sony hasn't been doing too much with VR, likely because they're getting ready to, finally unveil PSVR 2. And I have to imagine that any cutting-edge VR experiences that are going to be associated with PlayStation going forward will likely pertain to PlayStation VR 2. So, I don't know, there's a lot of different things here that this could end up being, but nonetheless, it is real. This was discovered, and we do know that it exists on PS5. So, we're going to have to wait and see what it is. A lot of people are thinking that it's likely we will learn about what this is during the Game Awards. The new Matrix movie releases, I believe, on December 22nd. So with that in mind, them revealing something like this at the Game Awards, the timing would be right. Some people are even hoping that, hey, maybe Keanu Reeves will show up at the Game Awards. Well, who knows? We know that there are always special guests that show up at the Game Awards, so who knows? Maybe he will be there. But nonetheless, I'm very excited to learn what this is going to be, and I will be sure to keep you guys updated when we do find out. Moving on to the next topic, we're talking about Kojima Productions once again, because we have a bit of an update on the studio. Nothing too significant, but there is something particularly interesting about this that I do want to note, not to go too much into, that territory again, but it's just something I couldn't help but come across. So this is reading from Games Radar. They say Kojima Productions appears to be on a hiring spree with what looks to be almost 30 roles currently available at the studio. According to the Kojima Productions website, the studio is looking for the likes of a character artist, writer, level designer, project manager, and more. As there are so many jobs up for grabs at the moment and all the job listings are in Japanese, it's hard to tell exactly what the Hideo Kojima-led studio is up to. The only clue we do have from the jobs, though, is the phrase high-end projects, which appears in a lot of the listings. However, being a project in development at Kojima Productions, it would be strange if it wasn't a high-end production. There's constant speculation about what Hideo Kojima is planning next. At this point, it could be Death Stranding 2, it could be this, it could be that. Again, this is something that we've been talking about for quite some time now. The fact that we don't know what Kojima's working on, but the thing that really kind of got me with this, again, I don't want to dive too deep into this. I know that there are people who just don't even want to hear it, but I have to mention it, is yesterday, the BlueBox Game Studios website updated, and it seems like it was the first time the website updated in a while, and there are a few different options now on the website that weren't available previously, and one of those options is jobs, as if they're looking to hire people. Now, I tried clicking on this and nothing happened. It didn't take me anywhere, so it seems like it's not working right now. I'm just saying that the timing of this is particularly interesting. I don't know that it means anything. I think the Blue Box thing is pretty much over at this point, but again, just kind of something I came across. Either way, though, we do know for a fact that Kojima Productions is hiring for quite a few roles, and so, you know, again, hopefully we'll learn what it is that they're hiring for. Moving on to the next topic, though, I wasn't sure whether to cover this because I think that there will be some people who get frustrated, but given that we are a PlayStation-centric channel here and we cover PlayStation-centric news, I felt that this was important to at least let you know about. Came across an article from PlayStation Universe. The title reads, "The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Anniversary Edition PS5 loads faster and boasts higher resolution than Xbox Series X." Now, I've made it clear at this point that anytime either of these consoles have some type of advantage, it's usually slight. It's really, you know, not that serious. Most of the time, it's just negligible. But still, again, I know that there are a lot of people who are always interested to know what, you know, the instances in which the PS5 has an advantage. And so it says here, the Pixel Wizards at Digital Foundry have put the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Anniversary Edition through its paces on PS5 and Xbox Series X, with a detailed performance test revealing the fantasy RPG performs slightly better on Sony's console. For starters, the PS5 version of Skyrim Anniversary Edition runs at a fixed 4K resolution of 3840 by 2160, where the Xbox Series X edition runs at a dynamic 4K. In addition, the PS5 version of Skyrim Anniversary Edition also boasts slightly faster load times, which is a bonus. So I think it's loading quicker by a few seconds, which is not that significant, but, you know, still, when you're looking for these types of things, it's worth pointing out. So, you know, again, it's just another situation where we're seeing third-party multi-platform title running slightly better or having some type of advantage on the PS5. The Xbox Series X has its own set of advantages, and there are games that do run a little bit better on that console as well. So it's not like this is exclusive to the PS5. I will say, though, there is a bit of added irony with this story, considering the game we're talking about, that being the Elder Scrolls. You know, there's always the conversation about the next Elder Scrolls game being Xbox exclusive, and Microsoft just bought Bethesda, so it is a bit ironic that this is how it turned out. So yeah, you can let me know your thoughts about that down in the comments below. Moving on to the next topic, this is one that I also found pretty interesting, and I think some of you might find it interesting as well. It kind of gives me a newfound appreciation for Insomniac's Spider-Man. So this is reading from WCCF Tech, and the headline says, "New Spider-Man PS5 versus Marvel's Avengers comparison shows the superiority of Insomniac's Spider-Man. Your favorite web slinger is now available on PlayStation in Marvel's Avengers, but how does this Spidey compare to Peter Parker in Insomniac's Spider-Man installment on PS5? Spider-Man is exclusive for PlayStation players in Marvel's Avengers, but as most of you will know, we already have an excellent embodiment of Spider-Man in Insomniac's 2018 hit title. The game received a remaster on Sony's next-gen console last year, complete with visual improvements from new assets, refined lighting, and ray tracing. So with Spider-Man now available in the more recent Marvel's Avengers, it will be interesting to see how Spidey looks in both games." We have YouTube channel El Analista de Bits that did a new comparison video comparing Spider-Man in both games running on PS5 Don't get us wrong, Spider-Man looks quite good in Marvel's Avengers, but based on the comparison video, it's safe to say that Spider-Man in Insomniac's hit game is superior to Crystal Dynamics' version of our favorite action hero. And I do think that's putting it lightly, honestly, because I watched this comparison video and, you know, I don't want to take any shots at Crystal Dynamics because there are, you know, moments in this video where their version of Spider-Man does hold up, like when they're comparing them on a visual level. You know, the quality of the textures of the suit and whatnot looks really good. But when you get into things such as animations and combat, and especially the wall crawling and stuff like that, I mean, you really see just how much effort went into Insomniac Spider-Man. And I know what people are going to say. They're going to point out the obvious, which it is worth pointing out, that we're comparing a full-fledged game centered around a single hero, that being Spider-Man, versus a DLC add-on for an Avengers game. So there's going to be some massive differences, and there's no denying that. I don't think anybody truly was expecting the Avengers Spider-Man DLC to be on par with Insomniac Spider-Man, and so this isn't a shot at Crystal Dynamics or the Avengers, but if anything, it just makes you appreciate what Insomniac did with Spider-Man, because I think that it really doesn't get any better than that. I think that Insomniac has found a way to perfectly embody Spider-Man in a video game and give you that real feeling of like, well, this is the closest you're gonna get, and it just seems like anything we get outside of that is not even gonna come close, to be honest. So yeah, I just thought I would let you guys know about that. I'm curious to see, let me know in the comments down below, have any of you tried out the Spider-Man DLC for the Avengers? If so, and you've also played Spider-Man 2018 or Miles Morales, please let me know your thoughts and how you think they stack up. But the final topic I have for you talks about Deep Rock Galactic finally making its way to PlayStation in 2022. This is reading from PlayStation Universe. Developer Ghost Ship Games have revealed that Deep Rock Galactic will make its PlayStation debut this coming January 2022. Deep Rock Galactic is a co-op first-person shooter / mining game where you and 3 other players dive into procedurally generated caves in search to find jewels. Along the way, however, you'll have to deal with the local fauna who aren't happy to see you. On top of the mining and shooting, Deep Rock Galactic plays with its lighting effects to great lengths. You're in a cave, so it's understandably going to be dark. Tossing flares around not only lights your way, but shows off the gorgeous looking areas you'll be in. Deep Rock Galactic originally launched on PC and Xbox in 2020, and since then it's sold over 3 million copies. And so yeah, it seems like a very popular game, and it's going to be making its way to PS5 and PS4, so I have to imagine that some PlayStation fans are certainly going to be happy to hear about that. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you did find it informative. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share this video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.